Okay, sorry about that. I have an alarm set to call my mom every day. So I will call her after this. Hopefully I will remember. If not, I will hear about it. Okay. So like I was saying, this is like the third reading in a row we have gotten. The High Priestess at the root of the spread. The High Priestess is about getting in touch with your intuition, feeling your feelings. She is the High Priestess is more about feminine, divine feminine knowledge, maybe more like pagan religions or religious ceremonies, as opposed to like the structure of the church and the structure of like a higher education, which is the Hierophant, which you don't have here today. So yeah, again, if you want all this happiness of the sun and fun and to make the right choices, you need to open your heart to her, and that her is you. What does your heart want? This is your life. In the house card, you got the Knight of Wands. Knights are fast-moving energy. This Knight of Wands is about passion. Wands are about passion and fire. So he's a really fast-moving guy, and he is coming in to share something with you. I'm not quite sure what it is yet. Or it could be you. The house card is about if you're reading about somebody else, then that's the position of this card. So I usually read that one in this position like a different person coming in with something to share with you. Something he's really passionate about. Then we get the Six of Pentacles, and I love this card. So you got some threes and some sixes. That's nice. Nice energy, and then a lot of majors. The Six of Pentacles is about reciprocity. Pentacles are about earth. The Six of Pentacles specifically is about giving and receiving and being open to do both depending on who has the resources at the time. So historically, it was much harder for me to receive than to give. So I've really worked on that a lot more through this. But yeah, it feels good to receive, and it feels good to give if you got it to give. So that energy is showing up as a bit blocked in our path to the outcome. So yeah, maybe you just need to encourage yourself to look at the balance of giving and receiving in your life in the material plane, and see what you can do to right that balance by giving and receiving and being open to doing both with other people. And then again, this is again very positive card. These are all very positive cards, and they're showing up in the reverse. But I think that this spread is showing you like your pathway to getting the cards all into the upright is really the root of the spread, High Priestess, going within, taking some time out to shift your perspective, feeling what your heart wants, making the choice that says, yes, this is what I want, and accepting that this death is happening and change is a part of life. So you got the Nine of Cups, which is the Wish Come True card. She's also showing in the reverse. So you're not there yet. You know you want to be there. I think you know, if you do all this inner work where you kind of figure out what it is you want, then we will get there to the Wish Come True card. And then we have the Moon. The Moon is about, it's a very divinely feminine card. It can be about secrets coming to the surface, but I think more in general, it's encouraging us to get into our subconscious. Take that time out to not only know what your heart wants, but what, your deep intuition and your feelings feel. And once you get all that tied together, things should be straightened out for the day. Okay, I am going to pull this guy, the runes. This is from the Witch's Familiar Runic Oracle. And I have to use the little interpretation key still with these. I don't know them. Dagas. We got Dagas, which is breakthrough, enlightenment, balance point, transformation, and awakening. Hello? What was I just saying? All the same things. All the same things. It's just how it works. It's kind of amazing. So, okay, I got a little work to do. Okay, I'm going to give you one more resource for the day. I have this really cool deck called the Keepers of the Light. I was doing these meditations, and I work with a pendulum. This is a pendulum. If you want to do a session on working with a pendulum and your body pendulum to understand how to work with this energy, I'm happy to do one, but you have to comment below and tell me that that is something that you want, and then I will do one. Okay, so, but I kept doing these meditation sessions where I would work with the pendulum, and I would notice, like, sometimes it spins one way for yes, and sometimes it spins a different way for yes, and I was like, why? And then it comes, like, I'm like, is somebody else helping me with the pendulum? And it was like, yes. And it was like, first time I was like, okay, who are you? And it goes, Saint Germain. And I'm like, who the fuck is Saint Germain? I'm sorry, oh my gosh. Who is Saint Germain? I don't even know. And I go look it up, and he's this like amazing, like semi-mythical creature. Might have been Merlin, was like in the French high court and like around the beheading time in France and like all over Europe, and he's this like really famous person, but he's also this like alchemist and scientist. So I'm a scientist by training. I have a PhD in science, and I just was like tripping out that that's like this ascended master that like showed up for me. And so I'm like, I got this deck to try to learn more about the ascended master. So I can post that too. Because everybody can read tarot. You can read your own tarot. I've read my own tarot for 30 years, and it has helped me work through many, many, many an emotional problem, and that is why I'm sharing it now with you. And I do personal tarot readings too, so I can do those on Zoom. If that's something you're interested in, I'll put my email below, and you can hit me up for a personal. I also do natal astrology charts. I'm not as good at doing like transits yet, but I'm learning. I subscribe to Serious Joy, and I'm learning a lot through them and their programs. Okay, so who is our ascended master to support us today? Victims, family court, help make family court people's day brighter and better. Who is here? Thank you. Krishna. Oh my God. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna have to read though too. Devotion. It says, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized and you are loved unconditionally. So yes, he's right there on top of the High Priestess. Between the moon and the High Priestess, right next to the inverted tree. See how they're all kind of triangulating there? And they're purple. Okay. Krishna, 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 Krishna. The extended message. You have a deep spiritual connection and must trust the guidance that's coming through. Your devotion to the spiritual path has been recognized. It may feel as if, see, you might just be on a new path in life. There is some really strong kind of like Neptune, Pisces, all that going on right now. Your devotion to the spiritual path has been recognized. It may feel as if you've been on a mental, emotional battlefield. Oh, of course it does. But there are sweet messages of hope around you now. Krishna is here to boost your sense of connection to the divine and encourage you to act from your soul. If a decision needs to be made, ask yourself what will honor your soul, your heart, and those around you. If you can choose, but let me refine this. You need to choose your yes, because I know that we will do anything for our children in this situation, but you must choose your yes, okay? That is the best path for you. If a decision needs to be made, ask yourself what will honor your soul and those around you. If you can choose the best for all involved, then you will feel even closer to the divine. I'm going to read the rest of them too, and then we'll sign off. Just about Krishna. Krishna is a Hindu god who is known as a Mahavatar, great avatar, and embodies divine wisdom. One of India's best loved gods, he is an approachable, kind, loving, and supportive guide. He is a peaceful being with a great love for all people and animals. He is often depicted with a calf or lamb, which is a symbol of innocence, and a peacock feather on his head, which is said to honor the divine feminine. See, the divine feminine is all over this. And men and women both have divine feminine, okay? He was the spiritual guide of the warrior soul Arjuna, as related in the Hindu epic, the Bhagavad Gita, which really is a story of choosing love over fear and helps us move beyond the limitations and wars our ego creates in our mind and maybe even in the world around us. His twin flame is Radha. Okay, well, thank you so much for joining me today. I really enjoyed spending the time with you. I will post links to the decks I used, and hopefully I can remember all the readers that I mentioned verbally. I will try to tag them as well. And I hope you have a great day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like my content. And if you want different things like a pendulum, body pendulum lesson, or other things in the comments, then post that in the comments. And you have my email if you want a personal. Thanks. Bye.